Hello, I am Marc Davis, and welcome to the final part of my Pokemon Red and Blue walkthrough. Last time, I finished off obtaining the first 149 Pokemon in the Pokedex. So you see here, 149 seen and owned, but there's one left that we haven't been able to find just yet. But there's also one place that we haven't been. So, after beating Elite Four, remember that man from the cave in Cerulean? He's gone now. We've proven our strength. But before we go in that cave, we got some preparation to do. Well, at least you will probably have some preparation to do, because honestly, I'm looking pretty good in terms of my team right now. But you should bring Ultra Balls, your Master Balls if you still have it, ample Hyper Potions, maybe like 20, maybe about 10 to 15 Revives, maybe more. As many Super or Max Repels, I'll say probably like 10 to 15 Max Repels. And everything that I've said here, the Ultra Balls, Hyper Potions, Revives, and the Max Repels, they can be bought at the Indigo Plateau Pokemon Mart. Obviously, you can't get another Master Ball unless you glitch. And Super Repels just aren't at the Indigo Plateau Poke Center. But also, in terms of your Pokemon team, what it should look like, you should have your strongest Pokemon in here, but you should also have one Pokemon that knows Surf. If you don't have it on your regular team member, Emil knows Surf, and he's level 83, so he'll be in the front. So, and also having your strongest Pokemon in the front will give you the best chance of having the repels actually work, because there are some very high-low Pokemon in here. And also, one last thing before we leave, make sure you have a bunch of spots, or at least 4 or 5 spots open in your bag, because there will be some items that you would want in here. But you should already go in there prepared anyway. But still, there's still items. Leave at least 4 or 5 spots open. There's 20 in all. I'm only using 3 right now. I have what I need. Got what I need. But anyways, let's head on to Route 24 to the north, because it's the only way you can access Cerulean Cave actually. So, and Nugget Bridge, the memories. So many, not only parts ago, but over a year since I've been here. This playthrough. It's all coming to an end. What am I doing here? And I'm gonna start putting up the repels up right now. You see here I got 15 repels. I think that should be enough. You can, well, the encounter's on the sidebar, but I won't bother you with that right now. It's just enjoying the last part of this. It's been quite the ride, but you know what? It's not time to get sentimental. It's also not quite time to go into the cave quite yet, because honestly, I forgot to show something off when I got Surf. So to the west here, we're back on Route 4. And there's a lass here, which I forgot to battle after I beat Koga. So I have Emil in the front. She has Mushroom Pokemon. So you know what that means. She has a Paris. But not just one Paris. She has 3 Pokemon. She has 2 Paris and a Parasect. They're all level 31. Y'all know the same 4 moves. And I'm just gonna beat them all with Ice Beam. Just completely obliterate them. And honestly, it wouldn't have been that much big of a difference in terms of experience. You know, only 465. The Parasect would probably get me about 800, but still, not too bad. I'm surprised I missed it. But as you see, Emil is very high level. Emil's level 83, and I believe I have, I think Sam is in the lower 70s, maybe 73. That's because I had to grind in the Elite Four. We'll do switch training Elite Four to evolve the lower level Pokemon to like Magikarp and to Gyarados. And you know, all the Pokemon I can only get from evolving through the level. I had to do switch training in Elite Four, so that means my main team got a lot of levels as well. Oh, my cute mushroom Pokemon. Cute. They're zombies. Anyways. So yeah, this is my team going into the final dungeon. 83 Emil, 73 Sam, 61, 56, 60, 58. Yeah, these 4 didn't see too much action after I beat the Elite Four. These 2 were really obviously getting levels. I had to grind for money as well to buy all the Ultra Balls that I need to go catch the Pokemon. Right now we have 5,000 left. I have a playtime about 105 hours. After this video will be over 106. Excuse me for a second. Oh, God. I tell you. I tells ya. Alright, after that bout of horror, we're time to enter the final dungeon in the game, our last challenge. After this, it'll all be over. We'll bask in the glory of our completion. To the unknown dungeon. We press on. So now I'm going to go over the new Pokemon that we can find on the first floor of the unknown dungeon. First off is Hypno. If you were to get Drowsy earlier in the game and train it to Hypno, you'll probably find yourself quite satisfied with its high special and pretty good HP. Hypno may not be the best psychic type due to its lesser speed, but can tear through teams and tank special damage just like all the other top tier psychics. Hypno has a decent moveset as well, but it only really needs one move, and that's Psychic, which is learned at level 37. Obviously, you're not getting Hypno for your team now, probably just for Pokedex completion, so I'm not giving it a viability rating because there's no trainer battles left. But let it be known, for this game, Hypno is pretty good, and due to the special stats split next generation, Hypno is actually at its best in this game. The evolution of Doduo, a normal flying type, has a moveset just consisting of normal and flying type attacks. Its base stats are great for an in-game team, high speed and attack. Forget about special and defense, who needs it? Not Dodrio, most of the time. With strong moves like Drill Peck and Tri Attack, Dodrio can easily fill a spot on your team, as well as being a flying friend. Anyways, if you wanted it on your team, you could have got a Doduo on Cycling Road way back when, but now it serves as means of Pokédex completion. I've given high praise to the Aber family, saying that it is the best psychic family in the main game, with its obscenely high special and speed stats paired with the ability to hit every type in the game besides psychic type for at least neutral damage, makes Kadabra and Alakazam one of the most offensively powerful Pokemon in the game. Though, you do have to trade to get Alakazam, which can be a hassle, and truthfully that is the only drawback in my eyes. It does have the same one-dimensional moveset archetype that Motion One Pokemon have, but that doesn't matter in this case because you only need one move, and that's Psychic. Kadabra and Alakazam are two of the best Pokemon statistically with the best typing in the game. Alright, if you haven't put on those repels on yet, put them on now. Put your highest level Pokemon in the lead, because wild encounters range from levels 52 to 67, so I gotta put mine back on right here. So yeah, up to level 67 throughout the whole dungeon. It can be extremely tough, or at least just extremely annoying. But so now we're on the second floor, so I should go over the new Pokemon that we can find here actually. Wigglytuff is as effective in battle as it is intimidating to look at. Its low speed, special, and defense make it a sitting duck to pretty much everything. It has a decent attack stat and great HP, but its massive amounts of health won't make it effective in battle, just able to hang around for an extra turn. Its moveset? Well, it's actually great, with access to TMs like Ice Beam, Bubble Beam, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, but sadly not the Death Beam. It can also learn Thunderbolt, Psychic, Fire Blast, Rest, and Tri Attack. Wigglytuff has one of the best movesets in the game, which can mitigate its pretty paltry attacking stats, but defensively, still quite poor. Wigglytuff is usable, but can easily be knocked out, which can make it hard to raise. Anyways, it's the only Moonstone evolution you can catch in the wild, so you can't catch it here to save a Moonstone for one of the other three Pokemon that needed to evolve. Alright, so that's done with. There is an item I want to get here. I believe it's this way. So you see here, the unknown dungeon has a little bit of a maze on the second floor. It's pretty simple because it's not like each diverting path leads you to another part of the next floor. It's a dead end. So eventually, through trial and error, you can find the right one rather quickly. So right there, we got a max elixir. I believe I wasn't really paying attention there. Sorry. And now we're back on the first floor. And we're just a little bit north of where we went down initially on that ladder. So there's not an item here. Yeah, so you could have just surfed to that ladder and went down to the same spot. But here we have a rare candy. No, max elixir. Fucking wrong again. Alright. We do have quite a bit of items on this first floor. We got another one right down here. Full restorer. I know. Oh, this is where the rare candy is. So, it's on this broken, this little shattered rock here. So, and I believe that is all the items on the first floor, actually. So I don't know if I want to go down this one. I think I want to go down the ladder to the north here to make sure I get every item, because of course I want to show off every item because they legitimately are useful. Oh fuck, I missed one right there. What's this? A nugget. Okay, I forgot about that. So if you want to go head back and leave the unknown dungeon to get some more money to buy more repels and more balls, be my guest, because there's definitely a lot of sellable stuff in here. I won't be needing to PP up. I'll save that for later, because one day I will be coming back to this game. Just kind of an obvious sense. I don't want to say anything right now, but I'm just not going to use every item I have to right now. Anyways, got another item there. There's no more items right here. And yeah, so go down. Come on, this ladder. Obviously, you could have went through that ladder and got the item either way. This is where you want to end up. I think this is the last ladder. Yeah, we can't access that one right now. So we want to go down this one. And there should be, I believe the right way is through the east. Nope, I'm dead wrong. Go south here. And then there's no item. I'm just going to make sure. So if I'm wrong, I'm just going to cut right now. Okay, okay. I was going to say there's an item to the west. But if I ever cut, that's because I got lost. So that's fine. Because I don't want just this commentary just to be, okay, you go this way, then you go that way. But obviously, I guess I am going the right way because there's another ladder. But yeah, actually, I think I am going to cut here because I'm really curious what's to the east. Jack and shit. Alright, down to, well, going back up to the first floor. And we take this ladder back down. And that's all the items for the second floor. But now, on the underground level, a B1F, and there's one new Pokemon I would like to go over right now. And it is Rhydon. Rhydon is the evolved form of Rhyhorn and is the equivalent of Golem. If you haven't been watching the walkthrough, I'll fill you in. I love Golem in this game particularly. So by transitive property, I love Rhydon. Both have high attack, defense, and HP with low special and speed. Rhydon has the edge with a wider array of TM moves though. The reason I didn't recommend picking up Rhyhorn over Geodude early in the game is because Rhyhorn evolves at level 42, whereas Golem can be obtained as soon as level 25. In closing, Rhydon is a great physical attacker, but takes a lot of grinding to get during the main game. All in all, I really do like Rhydon though. I was actually pleasantly surprised. Actually, I don't think I want to go this way. Actually, I want to go here to get the item. But like I was saying, I was very pleasantly surprised by Golem's effectiveness in this game. Because, obviously rock ground have so many common weaknesses to grass, water. And there's no steel in this game. But there's also a weakness to fighting. And those types are pretty common in the game. So, yeah, let's look at our items one last time. Sorry if I'm cutting a lot. I just want to make sure I'm doing everything right before we finish up this dungeon here. Because here's the last part. I'm kinda on edge and stuff. But, maybe for good reason. We got Max Survive up there, I believe. There's Ultra Ball here. And there's also another hidden Ultra Ball on a crumbling rock somewhere. So if you really were cheap with the Ultra Balls and you didn't have any money because you didn't want to grind for money in Elite 4, that's understandable. There are 3 Ultra Balls in here, so and that could be the difference. You never know. You could buy 99 Ultra Balls, and those 3 could still be the difference. So it's a game probability, which I will get into because catching the last Pokemon will probably be the hardest catch yet. Max Repel. Only use 5 Max Repels. Yeah, come on down here. you surf, obviously. Surfing is very useful, and oh, hello. It seems like this is the end of the dungeon right here. I recommend you save. 106 hours, 4 minutes. Now it's not time to quibble over playtime. It is time to battle. Mewtwo, the product of ambitious yet horrific DNA engineering, resting in the toughest cave in all the land, as if waiting for a worthy opponent. Well, we have come to conquer. Mewtwo is a pure psychic type and has the highest special stat in the game, but is by no means one-dimensional. Its stats across the board are phenomenal, with a moveset to complement. Mewtwo can learn 2/3 of all TMs in this game. Luckily, this Mewtwo hasn't learned any of them yet. Hopefully, you have come prepared, or at least saved before like I have, because Mewtwo is the strongest Pokemon in all of Kanto. Well, alright, Mewtwo. It knows 4 moves to start off. It's obviously very intimidating at level 70. Most people probably won't have a level 70 Pokemon at this point in the game. Again, I do. I really don't speak for most playthroughs. Like, this is actually a pretty good playthrough for me. But anyways, focusing on Mewtwo here. It knows 4 moves: Barrier, Swift, Psychic, Recover. Recover restores 50% of HP. Psychic, it does 90 power. It has 33.2% chance of lowering special. Swift is a 60 power normal type move that never misses. It hits even if you're digging underground, flying in the sky, or behind a substitute, which is just beautiful. And Barrier increases defense by 2 stages, so it can take your hits, it can recover from your hits, and it can deal out damage at any time. So it's quite the you see there. So it's quite the threat. And oh shit. But actually, I want to talk about capture probabilities, because obviously you want to capture it, because Mewtwo, there's only 1 per cartridge. So honestly, I'm just whittling down its health, so you're not looking at the like a no action on the screen. Actually, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to Capri Sun here, because Capri Sun can take a hit, but yeah, don't worry about lowering its health in all reality. It makes less than a 2% difference on the catch rate. So like the base catch rate, like if you're just using full health like a Pokeball, it'd be like 0.5%. If you lower its health to like 1%, it'll go up to like 2 if you're using like 2% that with an Ultra Ball. I'm basically saying that it makes barely any difference. I'm gonna do Thunderbolt here, because whatever, it's recovering. Paralyzation actually adds 8%, and using getting it to fall asleep or freezing it adds little less than 17% to the catch probability. So just put it to sleep and chuck Ultra Balls at it. You shouldn't worry about whittling down its health anyway. You're playing with fire anyway, because you might get a critical hit and knock it out. So yeah, just put it to sleep, chuck Ultra Balls at it, and this fight should be rather simple. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, because it's going to wake up at some point and do damage to you. And Jesus is doing damage to me. So it's 1%, when 1% health plus an Ultra Ball will equal a 2.6% chance of catching. I'm sorry, like 1% health plus an Ultra Ball is about 2.5% chance. 100% health plus an Ultra Ball plus sleep, by the way. So full health and using the Ultra Ball while sleeping is at 17.4% chance of capturing. So it's a very big difference, and with a lot less headache as well, because you didn't try to whittle down its health. And if it has full health, actually, and plus a Master Ball, well, I'm pretty sure I've been working out the math actually, and it's fucking 100%. Do that. Do that. Use a Master Ball on this thing. Don't fucking play around with this. Mewtwo has been added to the fucking Pokedex. Pokemon 150, the genetic Pokemon. It was created by a scientist after years of horrific gene splicing and DNA engineering experiments. He fucking got it, guys. This is it. We completed the Pokedex. And not nicknaming it. It would have been a bitch if the PC box was full when I tried to catch it, so I couldn't throw a Master Ball at it. Because I didn't prepare for that, actually. But anyways, we got it. That's it. 150 Pokemon seen and owned in the Pokedex. That's it. Mewtwo's the last one. That's all. And you might say, oh, there's a Pokemon 151. That's not in this walkthrough, okay? We're not doing that. For all intents and purposes, a guy who's not glitching this game will be able to get 150 Pokemon. And if you want to know more about catch rates and probabilities and stuff, my source was dragonflycave.com. It's in the description. But how about this? How about I catch you outside? How about that? Actually, fuck that. No need to revive stupid dead memes anyway. I forgot to comment on this, actually. Is that Unknown Dungeon, Cerulean Cave as it's known in later games, is its music. I read a theory about this in some fucking YouTube comment section, and it was talking about how this music is obviously the same music they use in all the rocket hideouts and stuff, and there might be a relation there. And you might chalk it up, a pragmatist or practical thinking person might just say, they just put that in the game. They put that in here because they ran out of space to put a new track, but still they could have put the cave, the normal cave theme in, or you could have just said they put the rocket theme in just to give it that ominous feel. Maybe there is no relation between Mewtwo and the rockets, but it is something to think about. What do I believe? I believe they put it in because of ominous stuff. There's no real other evidence saying there between us, but you know what? It very well could be a connection between Rockets and Mewtwo. But we're not going to find that out in this playthrough, so might as well. Alright, we're back in the Cerulean City Poke Center. I gotta deposit somebody. I'm gonna deposit Adam here. Sorry, Adam. And we're gonna withdraw Mewtwo that we just fucking got complete the fucking Pokedex with. Pokemon 150. Mewtwo is fucking awesome. Sorry, I'm getting a little excited. So level 70, obviously I didn't have to weaken it, but I did. Use the Master Ball on it. Look at that crazy special. High speed and all that. Swift Psychic Barrier Recover. And that needs a lot of experience, level at 71, but obviously you're not going to be able to use this in the main game unless you have another cartridge with a Mewtwo on it that finished the game. Trade that Mewtwo to a new cartridge. So, which I mean, you could have a fun time with if you enjoy just, lack for a better term, raping the game. If you want to do that, Mewtwo is trade Mewtwo over from a completed cartridge to a new one, and you can have fun with that. But Mewtwo won't be having any use in battle for me because there's not a single battle that I need to do. The game is pretty much completed, but we're not entirely done quite yet. We must bask in our glory. And actually, I need to get a Fearow, yeah. Because we were flying around Kanto, or at least between two cities. I think it's time to rub our completed Pokedex in Professor Oak's face. So let's go get our Pokedex checked. We're going to fly back home to Palatown. Nice to hear that music one more time. Well, we're going to hear it again, but... Hello, Professor Oak. Good to see you. How is your Pokedex coming? Oh, it's going just fine. Yeah, take a look. 150 Pokemon seen. 150 Pokemon owned. What's your rating, baby? Pokedex is entirely complete. Congratulations. Oh, We did it. We did it. But that seems pretty, a pretty paltry, you know, completion thing. Like, I 100% the game, and that's all I gotta say. Pokedex complete. Well, in all actuality, that is not the reward you get for completing the Pokedex. It's just not. It's not just Professor Oak's stale admiration of you. It's actually a little bit something more. So we're gonna fly to Celadon City right now. And we're gonna go to the Pokemon. It's a Celadon mansion, not the Pokemon mansion. Yeah. And we've been here before. Remember the floor with all the game designers on it? Well, we actually want to go back. Because remember, one of the guys said, talk to us when we have a completed Pokedex. And we have that now, so let's see what we can get. I don't know which guy it is. I think it's this guy. Wow, excellent! You completed your Pokedex! Congratulations! This is what we get, a diploma. Player Tarek, congrats. This diploma certifies that you have completed your Pokedex. Game Freak. So, if you want to, I guess I could take a screenshot of this, put it on a doc, and print it out. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to leave it here. So, but I might put that in a thumbnail. Probably not. Anyways, that's what you get. You get the in-game diploma. I don't know if you can print it out with a GBA printer or whatever that was, the Game Boy printer. I never had that as a kid, and honestly, I don't really want to print it out. So it's nice just to be acknowledged in some sort of way, because I know the rest of my life, no one ever gives me any accolades. But anyway, that got dark. You gotta complete the Pokedex. That's it. That's it. Well, leaving on a dour note. But yeah, you get that diploma. The game designers acknowledge you. They thank you for playing their game and beating it till its fullest completion. With that being said, there is nothing left to do. As much as I love to keep on stalling and saying how much actually I need to go to Reddit and saying how much I want to keep doing stuff, I have nothing left to do. I need to get Adam out of the computer. Actually, I'm going to take one last walk on Route 1, because once I put Firo back in, I'll be able to fly back, obviously. So I want to have my full team with me as I depart on this walkthrough. Come here, Adam. And you can go back and look at that diploma at any time if you just go talk to the guy, I'm pretty sure. Because actually, this is only my second time completing the Pokedex in Pokemon Red. So, oh my god. Man. Oh my god. This playthrough was started so long ago. And it just feels good to hear this music again. To just know that it's over. And I'm putting a repel on. Not one of it. I don't care how sentimental I get. I do not want to see my picture of Rattata. Let's go on home. Let's go inside. Let's talk to Mom. Tarek, you should take a quick rest. Oh good. You and your Pokemon are looking great. So, let's go back in my room. I want to check out the team one last time before we go. Emil, my starter. I'm level 5. I was level 83 Blastoise. Means so much to me. Emil means so much to me. Sam, the Butterfree. Started as a Caterpie. Most people scoff at your existence, say that you're pretty worthless. That you might start off good by evolving at such an early level, but is not able to just hang with the Pokemon as we get to the mid and late game. But Sam, you proved that once you got your cocoon, you're something special. You're something that everyone can be in awe of. You're so important to me, and not only like defeating so many trainers at such a high level, but you're integral to catching a lot of Pokemon as well, with your unique ability of putting them to sleep. That I really couldn't get another viable Pokemon on my team that could be effective with using Psychic, but also can put stuff to sleep. You're uniquely equipped in this game, I feel, and you're at your best right here, right now. And I feel like people need to start looking at Pokemon in that way. Use to their strengths and don't worry too much about the weaknesses, because you can always switch out in these games. You are very important to me. Nova. I was not expecting, did not mean to use strength there, but I wanted, like when I was thinking of this, I wanted to pick a Pokemon. I want to use a starter that I liked. I want to use a Pokemon that was underrated, but I knew was really good from past experience. I also wanted to use a trade evolution Pokemon, and I didn't want to use the overdone Alakazam. I didn't even want to use Machamp because, frankly, I don't think Machamp is at its best in this game. But I did take a shot with something I thought was a big underdog with all its weaknesses, its common weaknesses, in Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. Nova, you see that fucking defense, the attack, the speed isn't hot, the special isn't that hot either. But with Strength, Earthquake, Rock Slide, I still never found a move to replace Defense Curl from all that time ago. It proved to be just such a threat, and the speed never really was a problem. So just like this beast of a Pokemon that it was just great. Golem was a great Pokemon in this game, and it is at its best in this game because later on, I mean, it's still pretty good in Gen 2, but as every generation goes on and on, power creep happens and the old guard starts to get a little bit weaker, if not rebuffed, and Golem did get sturdier in later generations, but I think in Gen 1, it was at its best, and it was fucking great for me. Nova, quite special. John, gotcha as a Growlithe. I wanted one version exclusive, and Growlithe was exclusive to Pokemon Red. And it was a bitch to train, I'm not gonna lie. But all in all, I think you did prove your worth, although you were a hassle to raise. I really do enjoy Arcanine. It does get better in later games, but you ain't too bad here. You don't have the ability to get Flamethrower, so I taught you Fire Blast. And you had good stats, but all in all, I don't think I ever really reached my full potential with you. So I think, John, I might have to revisit you one day. And then there's Capri Sun. Capri Sun, how much I love thee. The all-around great stats, the really nice move pool. Although you're pretty hard to train, teaching you Thunderbolt pretty early on let you level up a little bit better, even though it took you a lot of experience to level up. It was quite delightful to see you just electrocute things with Thunderbolt, and you were pretty important to me in the Elite Four battles, and you more than pulled your weight on this team. And I gotta say, everyone on this team really just showed out, man. Showed out when it fucking mattered. And Adam, the last person on my team, Hitmonlee. Nice attack, nice speed. I wanted to get one of the Hitmons, and I felt like Hitmonlee, I used it before in past playthroughs. I really liked it, and I just liked its kicking stuff, and I didn't just get it to use strength because Golem can learn strength. I just thought it was a pretty good physical attacker that can kind of get rid of some rock types, since I didn't have I just thought it was a very good fighting type. That's why I wanted it, and it proved to be just what I wanted. A really good physical attacker that may not be able to take a bunch of hits, but it's pretty good. Overall, I really appreciate this team, and I can't say I regret one thing about it. So yeah, I really appreciate my team. I love Emil, Sam, Nova, John, Capri Sun, and Adam. But with that being said, with proper love to my team and a completed Pokedex back in my room, I think it's time for me to depart. But before I go, one last time, look at my trainer card, all 8 badges, 106 hours, 24 minutes of playing time. I don't know why it took me so long. I think I just had using the speed up feature a lot on this emulator, so it sped up time a lot. You could beat this game. On my 3DS file, I actually 100% the game in around 42 hours, so it doesn't take too long like in later games, 100%. So yeah, but that's all, man. Thanks to everyone for watching and supporting me. This playthrough has been quite the ordeal, and I think everyone who ever complimented me, ever gave me a compliment and basically confirmed that I'm going in the right direction with this stuff, because it's sometimes get really tough making these videos, and sometimes, you know, you just get the negative thoughts in your head. I just need all the positivity in my life I can get, and sometimes when I upload these videos, no one watches them, but when some people do, and I get that feedback, it just makes me want to keep going on and keep getting better. Just like Pokemon Generation 1, my best has yet to come. Thank you.